My name is Grant Wenzel. I am the Director of Public Relations and Marketing for Westchester Hospital. I'm in charge of all of our press releases, all our marketing materials, and really helping anybody in the public realm understand more about Westchester Hospital. So Westchester Hospital is partnered with a lot of local schools at the high school level as well as the college level. We have a long history of giving and working with community partners such as the school, and we enjoy it because we truly see it as a win-win partnership. So not only do the students benefit by being able to access a hospital and to see how it works from a clinical perspective and a business perspective, but our own clinicians and our workers within the hospital here learn a great deal from the students, believe it or not. So a lot of people think, well, what do the students have? But it's really interesting because when the students come and they shadow and they work with our professionals here, they ask a lot of really great questions, right? So those questions help to inspire the workers to say, you know, I'm really proud about my job. I enjoy giving back. I like to help teach the next generation of healthcare professionals potentially. But at the same time, we've even had instances where students have brought up questions to say, you know, why do you do it that way? That we've actually kind of stopped and said, you know, why do we do it that way? And maybe we should revisit that. So it's always valuable when you have somebody come in with an outside perspective that isn't walking these halls every day and it's new to them to say, why does this work? Or why doesn't this work? Or why do you do this way? Because sometimes it causes us to question, rethink, and redo things. Obviously, this is at Westchester Hospital, so there's a great deal of pride in the community of folks that live in Westchester and around it with this hospital. They were integral in everything from selecting the site to the hospital, the design, the build of the hospital, and we've had to rely on a lot of those different partners to help get this built. And we're talking government agencies, we're talking local jurisdictions and approvals and the counties and the townships and everything. So we really value their input and we see them as stakeholders, and because if it weren't for their help and their collaboration, we wouldn't have been able to build the hospital. So we've always provided and really felt a strong connection with this hospital, and we also recognize there's a lot of pride in the hospital. And the folks that live in Westchester see this as that's my hospital, right? I live in Westchester, that's Westchester Hospital. So we've wanted to continue that engagement with the community, and we continue to do that in a lot of different ways. A lot of it, one example we do with community health seminars that we do for free to help people make better educated choices about their health care, to learn about different topics. We provide them free access to our clinicians and our doctors where they can come in an open forum and ask questions about their diseases and how to manage something that might be affecting them. The students we really enjoy for numerous reasons. They help us, they really bring a spark of energy and excitement into the hospital with their inquisitive minds and the questions that they pose to us. And it's neat for us to be able to share the knowledge that we have with the students. So UC Health in general is a teaching organization, so that's part of our mission, is to help the community to better understand what we do and to help prepare the next generation of healthcare professionals. So not that everybody that comes through here for an internship is saying, I want to go down the medical field path, but internships are great in the way that you might not know whether you like something or whether you want to pursue a particular field until you come in and you are exposed to it. So we've had students that come in and say, you know, I never knew that that's how the pharmacy worked or that's how surgery works. I'm really interested in keeping an eye on that as a potential career source. But on the other side, which I see as equally of value, we've had students that said, you know what, healthcare was always interesting to me. I always thought that maybe I wanted a career in healthcare, but you know, after spending 2 days in the hospital, I know that's not for me, right? I can rule that out as a potential, and that's great, right? That's all part of learning, and so internships are great to kind of find your path in life. And so we're always happy to participate and to support that learning process. And like I said, we both gain. The students seem to enjoy it. We enjoy working with the students. You know, the hospital and the health system has thoroughly enjoyed our partnerships, and we're very excited to see them grow. We're very excited to see the enthusiasm of the students who are interested in coming here to learn more, even having your group come to say, hey, we want to take a closer look and ask some questions. I mean, that's important to us, and we enjoy it thoroughly, and we hope to continue to expand our community outreach programs such as this. So we started very small, and we started working with, I believe it was the University of Cincinnati. That internship program worked very, very well, and then word kind of spread. And then Xavier reached out to us to say, hey, we've got master's students who are interested in healthcare. Can we start a program with them? Sure, bring them on. We did that. And then we started working with the Lakota local school district because they were interested. And then with Mason. So again, we will support as many of these programs as we possibly can from an operational perspective. So the door is always open. We don't really have any secrets here. We're happy to share anything that we can possibly share with the local community, especially helping students. Yeah, I mean, we understand that the learning process starts very, very young. So a lot of our sister hospital, we have a lot of residents and junior physicians who are just at a med school that are on a different plane and obviously look at things from a more clinical and a more exacting perspective than students that might be in a high school level. We still appreciate that everybody is learning. You might want to learn about something more simple, right, from a high school level, whereas the medical student wants to know exactly how to do a particular stitch in a particular surgery. So there's different degrees of learning, but we're happy to support all levels, and we understand that you start at some point. We've even had groups from grade schools and Boy Scout troops and Girl Scout troops that are as young as 10 who just want to know what happens in a hospital, right? So that's all part of the learning process. So that's a lot different. The subject matter that's discussed with that group is going to be different than the high school groups and the college groups and then the med students. So we try to tailor it to make it interesting to them, but we understand that, you know, the process starts young, the learning process. We're happy to help any way we can to help people learn more about the healthcare field.